want to talk about communication and why communication is not key. We have been sold this lie that, oh, you just need to communicate. Communication is key. Oh, what's your top number one advice for a good, healthy relationship? Oh, the top advice for good relationships is communication is key. Communicate. Sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm fucking tired of hearing this. You know why I'm fucking done with this communication thing? Is because straight women over communicate. You guys are talking too much to these men. They don't give a fuck. If you're in a position where you got to be communicating, telling him to take the bins out for the 10th time this week, telling him that you don't like it when he does that thing to you that you clearly don't like, and you've told him this the 3rd time this month, telling him that you don't do coffee dates and you don't do walking dates and you prefer dinner dates, telling him that he hurt your feelings that time when he called you a dumbass, stupid ass, bitch ass motherfucking hoe. All this talking. You guys are talking to these men too much. Do you know that you don't have to tell a man what he did? He knows what he did. Do you know that? Because what you guys think is communicating is you spoon feeding a man his own sick that he just vomited. And as you're spoon feeding him his own sick that he just vomited, you're rubbing his back. You're calling him a good boy and telling him it's okay that you vomited. Look, we all make mistakes. Okay, yeah, I'm really upset by what you did, but I'm going to tell you why I'm upset by what you did. No, let me clean your mouth. Hold on. Yeah, I'm going to tell you why I'm upset by what you did, okay? That time when you called me a stupid ass, weak ass, motherfucking bitch ass whore, okay, that hurt my feelings, yeah? When you call me a stupid ass, weak ass, motherfucking bitch ass whore, that makes me feel like you don't really love me very much, okay? And I would like for you to not, okay, open wide. I would like for you to not call me a stupid ass, bitch ass, motherfucking whore, okay? Can we try other methods of expressing your disappointment or upset towards me? Maybe you can just say to me, hello, honey, I'm upset. Can we have a conversation about the thing you did? Okay, it's unhealthy and it's unloving and it's unkind to call me a stupid ass, motherfucking bitch ass whore. Okay, I don't like that. So can we agree? Open wide. Can we agree that you're not going to call me a stupid ass, bitch ass, motherfucking whore again? Yeah? Okay. Well, since you said you're sorry, I'm going to accept it. Now give me a kiss. Okay. That's how stupid you lot look. The only way that I communicate with men now is 1 minute I'm there, the next minute I'm not there again. Okay, I've gotten to a stage now where I don't tell men what they did. They know what they did. I don't need to narrate what just happened. You were there. You did it. If a man ghosts me and pops back up out of nowhere, I'm not going to say to him, you know, I don't like that you ghosted me. That wasn't very nice. Old me would have been like, look, you disappeared on me for like 2 months and that wasn't cool. Like, I don't get why you did that. And then now you're coming back, like, whatever. Old me would have done that, yeah. And the response that I probably would have gotten and expected would be, oh, I know, I'm sorry. I just had a lot going on. You had a lot going on. Okay. Well, if Jesse Lingard messaged you right now, you're not going to have a lot going on, are you? You're going to almost break your big toe running and bump into the wall running to go to go and sit next to him in the club. Eh? So I'm saying that to say that people prioritize what's important to them. Yeah. If a man puts himself in a position to lose me, that tells me that he has weighed up the possibilities and he's made his peace with that. So if a man has made his peace with losing me, potentially, and the way he loses me is through him ghosting me, then I'm going to allow him to lose me. Yeah? I'm not going to communicate that the thing he did was wrong because he knows it was wrong. The mistake women are making is that they're over communicating with men. And I don't entirely blame women, because modern like pop culture pushes this idea that like communicate. If you don't like that he is leaving the bins to form mushrooms and toxic bin juice that sticks to the floor, seeps through the floorboards and corrodes the wood, then just say to him, look, honey, I don't like the fact that you are allowing the garbage to ferment into moving creatures on our kitchen floor. Can we talk about ways that we can change this so that we won't be living in a household that's harboring wild mushrooms from the bin? Please. Is that what you lot want to be doing for the rest of your life? Because what you lot call dating men is actually you just fucking gentle parenting them. Talking about communicate. Communicate what? Communicate what? He's an adult man. The best communication is to withdraw your energy. That is the timeless and most effective form of communicating with a man. Withdraw your energy. And this is something that I've learned from being a dominatrix, yeah? Number one, no. Not the one thing we do not do is explain ourselves to these men and be doing, I'm going to communicate. For example, if I tell a man to get out of my sight, stand in the corner of the room, face the wall, and do not move a piece of your body unless I give you instruction to do so. If he now back talks to me and he's like, yeah, but like, why do I need to go to the wall? That's done. I'm walking out. The scene is done. You've ruined it. He knows to not do that. He doesn't have the nerve to talk back to me. How dare you? I'm not going to give him a lecture and be like, you're not supposed to talk back to me, okay? I'm the goddess here, and you are the stupid fool, and you are supposed to face the wall because I told you to. No, that's not how this works. The way that my power works is I tell you to shut the fuck up and face the wall and don't move unless instructed to do so. And what do? You shut the fuck up, you face the wall, and you do not move unless I instruct you to do so. In the same way, if a submissive man approaches me and I ask him to kneel down so I can put the collar around his neck, if he starts to argue with me talking about some, but I don't want to kneel down, can I say that? Disqualified. I'm walking away. I'm not even going to bother. Which one is, I don't want to, I want to sit. That's forbidden. That's unheard of. That's not a submissive man. So I'm not saying that you need to treat men in your everyday life like they're submissive men. What I am saying is that similar principles apply. You said what you said. Stand on it. You need to start learning to stand on business. Over communication is a form of insecurity. Because when you're over communicating, it reaches a stage where it's like you're trying to passively mold that person into what you need them to be because they don't want to do it on their own volition. That man don't like you if you've got to over communicate. Do you know that? Sorry to break it to you. I don't believe in telling a man, that time when you ghosted me and you didn't return for 2 weeks, it really hurt my feelings. You're giving away your power by telling him it really hurt your feelings. Even if it genuinely hurt your feelings, you don't need to tell him that. Why are you communicating to a man that his negligence hurts your feelings? What do you want him to do with that? Do you think men are women? Oh, you think he's you? Oh, babe, you think that when you tell a man, yeah, it really hurt my feelings when you ghosted me because it made me feel neglected and forgotten and it triggered my abandonment wound. You think he's going to be like, oh my God, I triggered her abandonment wound. I really hurt her feelings. I failed to make her feel secure. And I reminded her of when her dad left. And for that, I owe her the deepest, most thoughtful apology. I need to sit with her and hold her hand, kiss her forehead, squeeze her cheeks and tell her everything is going to be okay and that I am never going to ghost her again. I need to tell her that she is the love of my life, and the only reason why I ghosted her is because I am so deeply in love with her that I have to run from the feelings. Not because I'm talking to other girls who are showing me their pussy on Snapchat. No, it's because I'm so in love with her that the feelings are so intense that I must run and regulate myself. Really? Is that what you want them to tell you? Because some of these guys, they will go the length and they will play into your stupid game and they'll pander to your weakness and they will tell you all the buzzwords that you want to hear. Talking about I'm sorry that I triggered your abandonment wound, and like, yeah, I hear it, man. Like, look, I'll be really honest with you. I disappeared because I just had so much going on and my hashtag mental health got really, really stressed, and I just couldn't do it, and I felt really bad the whole time, and like I'm just really sorry. I'm just sorry. You deserve better. I'm sorry. And you just hear words that excite you, like he said the words mental health. Oh my gosh. He's like one of the good ones because he knows what mental health is. Oh my gosh. He actually didn't try to gaslight me. He just accepted it. Your bar is so low. That's why over-communication is a bad idea. You guys ain't blocking men enough, and that's why you're in the situations that you're in with these men. I said it. You need to be blocking these men more often. Yes. You're too nice. You're too accessible. You're over-explaining because you're insecure. That over-communication is the same thing as when you tell a man your standards and he tries to debate you and you fall into the trap of explaining your standards. You fall into the trap of trying to justify your standards. You fall into that trap of arguing as to why you deserve it and trying to prove. Don't be doing that. That's another form of over-communication. It's not every man you need to communicate with. You know, when a man questions your standards, it just means he's broke and he can't afford it, okay? Just take it for what it is. A man who has the means, plus the desire, will not try to argue or negotiate about your standards. All he wants to know is how soon you will allow him the chance to show you that he can play that role in your life. And so that's why I'm so against over-communicating with men. Because when you're talking too much, you're missing the opportunity to collect information and observe. You're too busy trying to tell him who you want him to be. You're not observing who he is. A man is going to be who he is. He's not going to be who you want him to be. And he will only be who you want him to be until he gets what he wants from you. So if he's looking for shelter, like a warm home to stay in because he's unemployed and borderline homeless, he will be the version of the man you want, because the version of the man you want isn't a man who can afford to even live by himself anyway. So he doesn't have to do much to perform that. That's why you need to change what you want in a man. If all you want in a man is company and somebody to vibe with, are you okay? If all you want from a man is company and someone to vibe with, you're going to be compatible with homeless men who are looking for someone's couch to surf on. And they will surf on you as well. Just so you know. These men have some nerve. Never the money, but always the nerve. And you will fall for that. You will tell yourself, oh, what do they call it? Sapiosexual. I'm sapiosexual. I like intelligent men. Well, this intelligent man that you so much like, if he was so intelligent, he would have a career. He wouldn't be homeless using your couch as his office. What's his intelligence done for him? But you're holding on to him because I finally found a man I can communicate with. What are you lot communicating about? That's the same problem as the walking dates epidemic. Do you know what caused this walking date thing to become more popularized, it was that stupid pandemic. It was the pandemic where we were all on lockdown and we were allocated, like 2 hours of a walk outside per day. And people were bored and horny and lonely. So they were meeting people on dating apps, and then the only thing that was available to them was to walk outside to get to know each other, because restaurants and buildings were not open. So they were like, let's walk. So it meant that broke men had their time to shine, because all they can offer you is oxygen and footsteps. And you guys took that and ran with it. Now they've rebranded walking dates as, an opportunity to really connect with someone with nothing getting in the way. There is no charade. There is no smoke and mirrors. I'm never going to fall for that bullshit, because even if a man takes me to a nice dinner, what charade is there? I'm an adult with discernment. A nice fancy venue isn't going to change how I see him and who I observed him to be. If a man is lying about who he is, him taking me on dinner doesn't change the fact that he's lying about who he is. It just means that he lied in a restaurant rather than lying on the pavement that you lot are walking on, talking about walking dates are more genuine because we can communicate. What are you guys talking about? What are you people talking about on the pavement that you cannot discuss in a warm, well-lit, nice, comfortable venue? I want to know what people are talking about. So you're telling me that, a man cannot make thoughtful, intentional plans to take you somewhere proper because that makes him disingenuine. Yeah, because it's disingenuine to make a reservation a couple days beforehand and to show up on time and to be a gentleman who wants to impress you, who wants to make sure you're enjoying the food, who wants to make sure you're having a good time, who wants to make sure that he creates more reason for you to consider seeing him again. You think a walk. So what, he's going to tell you things that you want to hear on this walk, and you're going to be like, I want to walk again with him. That's what it takes for you to come out of the house, a walk. Okay, Bingo. Your name is Bingo. Yes. Bingo the dog. You like being walked outside. You're not serious. You're actually unserious. Women who like walking dates are the same women who like to over-communicate. It's the same fucking Venn diagram. Yeah? The crossover between women who like walking and women who like to over-communicate. That crossover is insecurity. Yes, you're insecure. The reason I say you're insecure, if all you like is walking as a date, which is not a date, by the way, but all you like is walking as an air quote date, and you're welcoming and accepting coffee dates, which is also not a date, by the way. It's because you believe that's what you deserve, and you're scared that a man won't give you more than that. So you tell yourself that that's what you like, because that way you won't feel bad about a man not giving you any of that, because you told yourself that's what you like. You love being sat across some stupid man on a sticky coffee table in an overstimulating, noisy coffee shop where he's going to tell you what he wants to hear. And shortly after that coffee date, you're going to take him back to your flat, and with his unwashed fingers, he's going to finger blast you. You're going to let that man finger you with the same fingers that he was using to touch that sticky, dirty coffee table. And by the way, you paid for your own coffee. In fact, no. You paid for both yours and his coffee because you're an empowered girl boss. I forgot, sorry. Empowered girl boss. You paid for a man's coffee and your own coffee. And on that coffee date where you're sat on a sticky coffee table, he was telling you, I like smart women. I like a woman who I can vibe with and connect with. I'm not looking for anything serious at the moment. I want to just see where things go. And you're aggressively nodding your head. Yeah. Because you're just desperate. You're desperate. And then when this same sticky coffee table man goes to you after finger fucking you 3 days in a row, you're sat on the edge of your bed, disheveled, contemplating your life and wondering why you feel so upset that he's not texted you. Because you loved that you had a vibe with him. You just had a vibe with him. where all you did was communicate together. What are you guys talking about? You're letting men create false seeds of empathy. You're letting men plant false seeds of intimacy in your mind by over communicating with you. They're over communicating with you. You're over communicating with them. You're texting these men every day. You know what I hate is when a woman meets a man, and very, very shortly after meeting him, they're already FaceTiming for hours every day, text messaging all the time. Can you not see what he's doing? He's trying to create a false sense of intimacy through you and him over communicating. You are oversharing. Even if you're not talking about anything to do with your personal life, you are oversharing yourself. He does not deserve to be having 6-hour-long FaceTime video calls with you. I don't care that you both have the same favorite color and the same favorite band in mind. He doesn't need to be talking to you on video call for 8 hours. No. If at all you manage to exchange numbers with him, that phone number of yours should only be used by him for him to arrange a date to take you out so that he can learn things about you and actually impress you in that environment. Not you giving away your energy for 6 hours on a video call. What type of people do? Do you know how many I used to do that? And I know many women who have done that and still do that. It rarely ever ends well, because what happens is men are doing that on purpose to fast track the intimacy. So you can feel like, oh my God, this is so serendipitous. We really get along. I finally feel like I might have met someone who I really like. Like we just met last week and we're already spending 6 hours a day on the phone and we just can't get enough of each other. I don't want to come off the phone and say goodbye first. He doesn't want to come off the phone. Sometimes we fall asleep on the phone together. Yeah, he's rushing the enmeshment so that you feel more compelled to sleep with him based on your reasoning that, oh my God, like this connection is just, it's meant to be. This is exactly it. Like, we're so compatible. When actually, no, you're giving him too much access. That's over communicating with a man. Too much access. Way too soon. If you fear that you're going to lose that man by slowing down and controlling the pace, then you never had him to begin with. You just have his attention and he knows he's got your attention. All he needs from you is your attention. Because even if you don't sleep with him, the fact that you were willing to give 8 hours of your day to talking to this jester on the phone means that his game has worked. Sometimes men just need to test to see if their game works so that they know to use it on the woman who they want to pursue properly. You are nothing but a lab rat to this man. Yeah, especially if you're a woman who's really pretty or you're a public figure, you have to be a lot more vigilant and a lot more wary of this. There are men who just want to be able to say, we used to talk. No, we didn't used to talk. I used to reply to your messages. There's a difference. And now I don't give men opportunity to say that anymore, because men who, if at all there are men who are bragging that me and them talk, they're doing stuff for me. So, if the benefit for them is that they get to brag that I talk to them, I don't mind that, because you're doing things for me that I need you to do. So it's okay, fine. If that's what makes you happy to be around, you can have that. But men who are doing nothing for me, and then at the end of it all, they get to still tell people, oh, we used to talk. Look what she used to say to me. They will be showing people your messages. You know that, right? When you're sending your stupid, useless, over-communicative paragraph to these men talking about, I don't like the way you hurt my feelings. I don't like the way when are you going to stop doing this? It's not nice. They are showing it to their friends and they're laughing at you. They're laughing, saying, look how pressed I got this girl. She's so pressed. Oh my God, look at this. Look. It says read more. Look at this. I ain't reading all that. Is that what you want your legacy to be? Paragraphs? Because I know that's not what I want my legacy to be. I already know that I'm going to have the kind of legacy where I lived well at men's expense. because I did it. I did it because I could. I did it because I felt like it. Not because I needed to, because I felt like it. Because I can. And I will. And everyone's going to have to just stay mad about it. Because a lot of these men that get upset that I'm not someone they can use their tricks on, it's because they secretly want me, but they're like, oh man, like, I've maxed out all of my resources. I don't have enough for her. She's a bitch anyway. If that's what you want to tell yourself to sleep at night, I am definitely a bitch. But you can't say we fucked though. And I know that really stings. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Hate that for you, but I love it for me. Oh God, listen. I hope that this podcast episode teaches you to just stop over communicating with men. If they do something you don't like, just withdraw your energy and don't explain yourself. Like, if you are playing with a knife, a sharp Japanese knife, and the knife escapes your grip and unfortunately the blade lands on the tip of your finger, what do you think is going to happen to the tip of your finger? Take a wild guess. What's going to happen to the tip of your finger? It's going to come off, isn't it? Right. You're not going to be like, oh my gosh, I'm so surprised that this has happened. I was playing with a very sharp knife and somehow the knife slipped and it landed right on the tip of my finger that I didn't move out of the way. Oh my gosh. How could that have possibly happened? What? I'm so surprised. I need everyone to feel sorry for me because the tip of my finger has come off because I was playing with a sharp knife irresponsibly. That's the same thing as you fuck about, you find out. Like, if you're meddling with men who you feel like you have to keep on explaining yourself to, and you feel like this is the kind of man who there's more resistance than harmony, the consequences of that will include wasted time and other disappointments that you have to hold yourself accountable for. Just like how you was playing with that knife when the tip of your finger came off. That's on you. You didn't have to play with that knife. Let's be accountable. Yeah? Accountability is not bullying. Observing patterns and referencing those patterns for what they are is not bullying. And I feel like I have to say that because a lot of women be trying to call me mean, trying to say I don't like women. Yeah, I don't like a lot of you. A lot of you are just fucking stupid. I don't support all women. Some of you, very stupid, actually. You're making it harder for everyone else because you're allowing your stupidity to govern your outlook on life. And your stupidity is a stupidity you've chosen, by the way. You weren't born stupid. You're choosing it because you're insecure. And you're lazy about acknowledging the reality of where your insecurities come from, because you recognize that if you start doing the work on yourself, there's discomfort and inconvenience you have to deal with. And that is the price you have to pay to have higher self-esteem. But it's a one-time payment, my dear. Once you've done that work, I'm telling you, you really only need to do that work once. If you've done it properly, you only need to do it once, because once you see it, you can't unsee it, my dear. But until you decide to see it, it will not become clear to you by itself. Anyway, as the big older sister who just tells you shit and leaves you to fuck around and find out by yourself, but will still be here to offer you more resources and more insight as to how you can avoid doing that next time, I'm going to sign off here. I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you for listening. Take care. And as always, I will catch you in the next episode.